Boxing truth here. Adrien Broner was true to form at today's press conference in Washington, D.C. to promote his upcoming fight with Ashley Diofane on April 1st, April Fool's Day. Adrien Broner, he was showing his true self, that he's a street kid from Cincinnati, and that he ain't down for this celebrity whack lifestyle, suits and ties and all that shit. He's more interested in just chilling and being him, doing the things that he does. I haven't really been watching much of his training. I have no idea how he's looking going into this fight. So there's a lot of question marks entering into this bout. There's a lot of issues going on with Adrien Broner right now, and he's out of control. He's got arrest warrant out for his arrest back in his home state. He's got issues going on with Floyd. He's still butthurt and emotional about, Floyd talking shit on him. And he was his true self today. He was saying a lot of outlandish statements, controversial remarks. Shitted on his opponent, Diofane, called him a Friday night fights fighter. But in reality, Adrien Broner's been downgraded. He's been downgraded himself. He's fighting on a spike telecast on a Friday night, something he ain't used to, as he acknowledged in today's press conference. But as long as the money's right, he's good, he says. But you have to consider this a downgrade to be fighting on Spike TV instead of a more premium network or a bigger platform like NBC or the new Fox deal Al Haymon has for the PBC. And just makes you wonder, what does Al Haymon have planned for him? How does he feel about him? I mean, Broner's out of control. He allegedly has a warrant for his arrest for losing $6,000 in bets at a bowling alley. Allegedly waited outside for his victim, pistol whipped him, and took his money back, allegedly, and an extra $2,000 for himself. He's also having a little beef with Floyd. Whatever you, regardless if you think it's promotion or it's for real. At the end of the day, there's a lot of issues going on with Adrien Broner entering this fight. It makes you wonder: is his head in the game? Is he even concentrated on this fight? Is he even concentrated on Diofane, or is he more worried about what Floyd thinks about him? So I haven't really done much looking out for his training. I don't know how he's looking. I don't know if he's in the best shape of his life. He seemed to be putting the work in from some Instagram videos he posted, working out with his stablemate Robert Easter, who will be fighting on the undercard with Mendez, a former world champion. So it's hard to tell if he's really on for this fight. Is he prepared? Because he's got to be prepared to beat Diofane. Diofane, he's not a great fighter. He's not a world beater. He's a top 70 ranked super lightweight, but he's never been stopped before. So he's a durable guy, and he's going to give you some rounds, and he's going to try to win. So Broner has to be prepared. So hard to tell if he's really concentrated on the opponent, concentrated on getting this victory, or is the warrant for his arrest, a cloud over his head? Is it messing with him psychologically, taking away focus from this fight? He hasn't really talked about it, hasn't commented about it. He shitted on Dan Rafael, who was trying to acquire some details about the alleged incident that took place at the bowling alley in early January. It's been a bad week for Dan Rafael. He's getting shitted on by a lot of fighters. It's been a pretty bad week. Wrote a false story about Lucas Brown. Billy Joe Saunders called him a fat boy. Adrien Broner went at him as well. Well, pretty much joked around with him. But you have to wonder if Broner gets past this assignment, what is next for him? Because honestly, I don't think he's not really on the best side of Al Haymon's. He's not in. He's possibly lowered on the list of the favorite fighters Haymon has in his stable, because Haymon has his favorites. He doesn't treat every fighter the same. He just has too many clients. There's been reported 200 clients, over 200, 150, 125, whatever. But there's just too many of them to treat them equally. So he has his favorites, he has his pawns. Haymon be playing chess with his clients like a little chessboard. And it's revealing what he does with some of his clients. Some of them he sacrifices like pawns. Like he did with Charles Martin. Well, he tried to do with Charles Martin. But now he's fighting Joshua in a 50-50 fight. You could say he sacrificed Khan, but Khan, it's been reported he has a contract where Haymon can't pick and choose his opponents, so that's debatable. But Haymon has his pawns on his chessboard. He's got his rooks, he's got his knights, he's got his bishops, and he has his king. Now that Floyd's retired, Deontay Wilder is probably his biggest piece on that chessboard. He has the most upside. He's the most valuable because he's the American heavyweight champion with a lot of upside if he keeps winning. But Adrien Broner, he wasn't too far behind prior to the Maidana fight. He was very close to the king. Maybe perhaps the next most valuable piece on the chessboard. But now it's very possible that he's not even in the second row of that chessboard. He could be a pawn that's probably going to be sacrificed for a potential Mayweather bout if it goes down. But it just makes you wonder what Haymon has planned for him. Is he on his good side? Because Broner's out of control, throwing jabs at Leonard Ellaby, throwing jabs at Mayweather's promotional stable. His company was upset that Mayweather no-showed to the press conference, which was expected. I'm not really too surprised about that. But I criticize Broner a lot, but at the end of the day, he is entertaining. He is a character in boxing. But I don't know, he's out of control. And you just wonder what's in the future for Adrien Broner, because it doesn't look very bright. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.